January the 16th, 2025. We will pledge as the Pledge of Allegiance led by Simon.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Vision statement. The vision of the Lincoln County Schools is to empower every student with the knowledge and skills necessary to become college, career, and citizenship ready by providing high-quality education and enriching opportunities in every classroom, every day. Mission statement. Every student, every classroom, every day, college, career, and citizenship ready.
We will set the meeting agenda. Do I hear a motion? Jim, second.
Second.
Philip, second. Vote. Lisa? Philip?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes. We will have our recognitions at this time.
One of the great highlights of the meeting where we get to recognize students and staff that are in our district. And so when I asked the principal to come forward, once you've received your certificate, if you'll go back, Ms. Diana Hart will be taking a picture there in front of our screen. So we'll start with early childhood. Kim Carrier.
The student we would like to recognize is Bodie Strout. Bodie tries hard in everything he does. He shows a great kindness and generosity to others and is a great friend to his peers. Way to go, Bodie, for being a model student.
He's coming.
Go back this way. Our staff member isn't here yet. I know she was planning on attending, so I'm not for sure. But our staff member is Catherine Patchett. She goes beyond the roles and responsibilities that are required as instructional assistant. She shows compassion with students and family. When there is a need, she jumps in and helps at school or with families. And helping students to excel is prevalent in all that she does.
Okay, Mr. Abbott, grab what you're doing.
Okay, the student that I would like to recognize is Miss Daphne Pietrafesso. Come on up. Daphne is a very intellectual young lady who recently placed in our school-wide spelling bee and was able to compete and win the county-wide bee. She's fun, interesting, unique, and kind. Daphne enriches the discussions in our classrooms at Crab Orchard Elementary School. She's deep thinking, and she even sometimes writes in hieroglyphics just for fun. Congratulations. And the staff member I'd like to recognize is our very own SRO, Eric Taylor. And I will say what Officer Eric is not. He is not a better speller than Daphne. Officer Eric has been a great addition to our team at Crab Orchard Elementary School, and he finds very creative ways to ensure school safety and efficiency of our operations. He's often found in and among chaotic situations such as lunch transitions, safely coordinating movements, and having positive interactions with students and staff. He tirelessly looks for ways to improve our practices and seeks to serve others in all that he does. Thank you, Officer
Holland Elementary, Ms. Goldsmith.
Our Student Patriot Award recipient for the month of January is Rangel Diaz. Rangel works hard each and every day, as well as enthusiastically participates during class discussions and projects. He is a good friend that thinks of others before himself. Rangel is kind and always willing to help out. He tries his best and cares about his schoolwork. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us this evening. The staff member that we would like to recognize is Mr. Sledge. Mr. Sledge has a passion for music that is contagious. He inspires students to be creative, nurtures individual talent, and creates a positive learning environment. He goes above and beyond to provide opportunities for our students to perform and showcase their talents. We are blessed to have him at Holland Elementary.
Okay, Eastonville Elementary, Mr. Rutherford.
All right, we'll start with our student award, and that goes to Miss Lorelei Preston. Lorelei comes to school every day with a positive attitude and ready to learn. Her determination to succeed is out of this world. She always gives 110% in everything she does. What an exceptional student to have. She's going to do great things. And our staff member is Miss Crystal Harn. Miss Harn is our librarian. Some things that her colleagues said about her: she goes above and beyond her duties as school media specialist to help ease the burden of teachers in any way she can. She did a tremendous job in rolling out the Chromebooks and ensuring that all have the technology necessary to have small groups and keep them up and running. She collaborates and utilizes time during library classes to introduce, teach, reinforce what is being taught in the classroom. And she does all of this with a warm smile and gentle spirit. She demonstrates what it really means to have a servant's heart and a true asset to our school. Excuse me. Miss Crystal Harn.
Next will be Ms. Julia Duncan from Stanford Elementary.
Good evening. We are also recognizing a student and a staff member this evening. Our student is Mr. Harlan Bailey. Harlan, if you want to come up here, sweetheart. One of the most important things that our students can contribute in our buildings is wonderful character, and this is a young man who has excellent character. He's an all-around outstanding young man. He's kind, respectful, and very considerate of others. He notices when his peers or even the grown-ups that he works with might be having a hard day, and he is a student who's quick to offer a hug and a kind word. He's a hard worker, and he does not give up if something doesn't make sense to him. He will ask questions and work until he gets it. His great academics are a result of his hard work and his fantastic attitude. We are also recognizing a gentleman from Stanford Elementary who really prefers to be behind the scenes. If anything in the building goes wrong technology-wise, this is our first call because typically he can fix it. If you have ever received an award even from the district level, probably in the past several years, his hands have touched it because he creates lots of things on amazing printers that have brought technology into our school that have enriched our student lives and the community, I feel like. So we definitely want to recognize Mr. Chris Willems for his positive contributions to our school community. As I shared, these are in lots and lots of ways. He is our music teacher, but there's also a mix of technology every day. He has coached our STLP and our archery team for years. He does, like I said, a lot of behind the scenes work. He takes care of all of our in-house technology needs. He monitors our social media accounts. He takes great pictures of our school events. He is my go-to guy for situational awareness. He notices things on the campus and helps take care of all of us. And I don't know what we'd do without him. Thank you so much.
Mr. Tim Wheeler, come forward from Waynesburg Elementary School.
Okay, like I've said before, we call this award the Be the Spark Award to fit our theme that we have for this year. So our first student Be the Spark Award winner is Avery Crook. Come on up, Avery. Avery is a great student with many talents and accomplishments. He was the school winner for the spelling bee, a conservation art poster winner for the school, a school finalist for the DAR art poster contest. He did a fantastic job hosting our winter concert and presenting during our Veterans Day ceremony. He is willing and ready to do whatever that is asked of him, and he excels academically and in his relationships with his peers. So congratulations, Avery. Okay, next up is our staff Be the Spark Award recipient, and that is Miss Jamie Sims. Ms. Sims is our second and third grade math teacher. She's a wonderful math teacher who goes above and beyond for her students. She has high expectations of herself and her students each and every day. The rigor in her classroom is top notch, and students are always engaged in meaningful learning. And we're very thankful that she's at Waynesbury Elementary. So.
Next, we have Mr. Bill Searcy from our middle school.
About 90 of our best and brightest students are up in Lexington this end of this week, representing our school and our community with the State Beta Convention. So we're going to defer our student to next month. But for our staff member, I would like to recognize Ms. Cassie Humes. In her role as team lead, Mrs. Humes creates an environment of respect and support among her colleagues who describe her as a lighthouse, a saving grace, selfless, and an invaluable resource. One of the first-year teachers explained that Mrs. Humes is always willing to give up her time to help or give advice. She is a trusted and reliable leader who takes action and advocates for her team, provides valuable insights and suggestions to help the school run more efficiently. Mrs. Humes strives to make sure students have all the tools necessary to succeed, and her fun and energetic spirit makes learning fun. Thank you, Ms. Humes.
Mr. Patchett would come forward from high school.
Chase.
Mr. Paget.
Mr. Evans. Oh, he was talking.
Good evening. First up, we've got Ms. Peyton Tillett, our student award winner. Peyton recently entered in and was named the winner of a Farmers National Bank video production contest. And I think she got a nice chunk of change out of that maybe and did a really good job with that. But not only does she seek out opportunities like that outside of school to better herself, she takes on a full course load of our accelerated and AP classes, which is a very difficult task, and she excels tremendously with that. So she has a very bright future ahead, and she just comes in every day, does the right thing, and we're very glad that she's part of us. Our staff award this month goes to Mr. Donnie Sullivan. Mr. Donnie Sullivan is our cafeteria manager at the high school. Since joining the staff, he's gone above and beyond to make sure we have a smooth cafeteria operation each day. It's not unusual to see Donnie volunteer an extra time as he works to spruce up the kitchen and build a well-organized and inviting cafeteria for our staff and students. Over some of the snow days and stuff, I think I saw him in there on his hands and knees, sanding down stuff and painting, and he's just doing it all to make it look better and be better operation for us. So. we certainly appreciate all of our noted people and our students, and this is the greatest part of our board meeting. So we encourage you to come and join us next month as well. Any public comments? We'll wait just a moment until anyone would like Okay, I think we have one public comment.
I'd like to have been up here before everybody left, because I just wanted to invite, well, you gonna do that spiel? No? Okay, we're gonna start my timer. Okay, I just wanted to invite everybody to come to the facility planning committee meetings, because it's very important that you learn exactly what our facilities need. And I want to encourage somebody up here, or somebody out there, or Keith, or somebody, to make sure you let the public know when the meetings are gonna be held, so that they can attend. But it's very important that the public knows how bad our facilities are. How much time I got left?
1:32.
Anybody mo?
Thank you, Gloria. Any questions, any comments on the superintendent and staff reports? No one. We'll move to item number 6, consent agenda, 6A through 6G. Any questions, any comments? Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Tyler, second. Jen, second. Vote. Lisa? Yes. Philip?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes. So we'll move to item 7, our action items. 7A, Leanne or Jeannie, I think, is going to do this on substitute teacher stipend.
I'll defer to Jeannie. I did my best last week, but it wasn't great.
So as Leanne talked about last week, we still have a problem filling teacher vacancies, absences. And so there's been a change in regulation, which allows folks that have a high school diploma to serve as, in the capacity of a substitute teacher. So what I'm asking is to create another option for an alternate to classroom coverage and approve adding an additional $50 per day stipend to instructional assistants or liaisons who assume the additional duties of executing teacher lesson plans and other duties due to a vacancy in the classroom, and then add that to the salary schedule.
Any
And I know
questions?
there was a question last week about how often this would happen, and there's not really a good way to determine, because we don't know when people are gonna be out. This is not intended to be a long-term fix. This is hopefully short-term emergency, if they can't find somebody that morning, to have classroom coverage.
Any questions?
I don't have a question, but I just have a comment. I did ask several questions in the last meeting, and I just wanted to say thank you, Leanne, for writing them all down, because Miss Jeannie did call me, and we had about a 45-minute conversation about it. And kind of what Tyler alluded to last time, it wasn't really whether or not we wanted to approve it or whatever. It's just so that we could understand the process behind it and how everything was going to work. So I appreciate you taking the time to do that, and then obviously you taking the time to call and backfill me on the information, because part of what we do up here is approve these policies and stuff, but we also have to be able to let the public know like how it works and why we're doing it. So you made my job easier, so that when somebody called and asked me, I can say, oh yeah, I understand that now, I can tell you about it. So I appreciate both of you guys taking the time to do that.
Well, and I encourage anyone that has questions to call us.
Any other questions, discussion? All right. Do I hear a motion to approve a $50 stipend for instructional assistants and family liaisons who serve as substitute teachers and add it to the salary schedule? Jen,
Either one.
Jen, second, Philip, vote, Lisa? Philip,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes. 7B, the 2025-2026 draft budget.
As we discussed last week, that's to be approved by the end of this month, and so I'm just asking you guys to approve the draft budget. I'm not gonna read through those talking points again this week, but there have been no changes.
Any questions, any discussion? All right, a motion to approve the 2025-2026 draft budget. Lisa made the motion,
I'll
second.
second.
Tyler, second. Vote, Lisa? Yes. Philip?
Yes.
Jen?
Oh, yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
Yes, and I vote yes.
A little bit ahead.
Jim loved my budget. She couldn't wait for that.
Okay, I think Leanne on 7C, school photography, Leanne Smith.
Correct. I'm just looking to extend the elementary photography contract with Strawbridge Studios through next school year, and the high school and middle school photography contract with Life Touch through next school year.
Any questions, any discussion? All right, do I hear a motion to approve extending the contracts with Strawbridge Studios and Life Touch for the 2025-2026 school year?
Make a motion.
Philip made the motion, second. Jen, vote. Lisa? Yes. Philip?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes. 7D, mowing and snow removal bids, Leanne.
I just need permission to advertise and accept sealed bids for mowing and snow removal for the 2025 year.
Any questions?
Yeah, just for my own knowledge, what ways do we officially put this out there? Is it in the local newspaper?
It is, so I put it in the Interior Journal. I usually run it for 2 weeks, and Brad can also put it on our social media to get the word out. I will say that mowing is one that we always receive lots of bids on, and I know he's already receiving calls from people because he says, now when are we gonna be doing this? And I'm like, well, once the board approves it, so we'll make sure the word's out there.
Does it just go in the IJ once?
I usually run it for 2 weeks. It just kind of depends on when the next meeting is and how soon I want to have bids back so that you all can approve it at the next meeting. But if timing works out, I'll probably run it for 2 consecutive weeks in the IJ, next Thursday and the following Thursday. We'll put it on our social media and then we'll see where we go from there.
Thank
you.
Well, snow removal has become important because there's districts that haven't been able to have school because they can't get their parking lots and their sidewalks to
Absolutely.
a safe standard.
Yep.
Any other questions, discussion? Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve to advertise and accept sealed bids for mowing and snow removal services? Lisa made the motion, second.
Second.
Philip, vote. Lisa? Yes. Philip?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes. All right, moving to 7E, Tyler Tech Content Management, Leanne.
I'm asking the board to approve entering into a contract with Tyler Technologies for TCM, which is Tyler Content Management. The annual fee is $9,256. There was a question last week about the storage. So I did reach out and I spoke to the finance director in Woodford County, who's used this for years. They have a larger school district than we do. He indicates that they've never had to use that because when you're in the setup process, you purge the documents that are scanned in there just like you would a paper like an invoice. So the records retention says you have to hold that for 3 years after the audit. So in Munis, we would have that set up. So once we're past the time that we're required to hold on to those documents, we will just purge those out of there, just like we would a banker's box filled with the actual paper document. So he said, because of that, if you get that set up correctly and it's running every year, then he said, we've never gotten close to having to, do that additional. So that'll be something when we go through the implementation that I'll make sure that we get set up correctly so we don't run into that problem.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big hang up for me.
Yeah, sure. That was a good question.
Well,
And that was-
$5,000 for 1 terabyte storage.
That was kind of my thinking, but I wanted to confirm because I hadn't heard districts talking about having to do that. So I did check it out, and I think that what he said makes sense, so I feel like that would be the same case here.
Any other questions, comments? Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the contract with Tyler Technologies for Tyler Content Management?
I'll make a motion.
Tyler made a motion, second. Jan? Vote. Lisa?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you, Leanne. 7F, shortened school day, Julie Ball.
A request for 2 students for shortened school day or week. The first one is 30 minutes, 1 time a week to participate in medically necessary therapy. The second one is he will attend half days and gradually increase as tolerated to the end goal of full time.
Any questions, any discussion? Do I hear a motion to approve a shortened school day for 2 students? Jen, second.
I'll second.
Tyler, second. Vote. Lisa?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
And Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Thank you, Julie. 7G, Bruce talked to us last week about a local facility planning committee. We need to select a board member for local facility planning committee. Bruce?
Right, this is not an appointment by the chair. This is one of those. There are a few that the board selects. So instead of the chair appointing, then you will be selecting someone. So I'll turn it back to the board.
Do we have any nominations for the local facility planning?
I will nominate Christine Killen because Christine you have the most experience of any of us. You're the board chair. And I think that's, this is such a big committee. I think that experience will be very important. I hope to come to a couple of the meetings if I can, because they are open. Of course, so many board members can't be there, but I think Christine should be our member.
Well, I certainly would like to accept that because that is really in my primary focus for even being on the board, is to make sure that our facilities are the best we can possibly get with the resources we have to work with. And so I think I served on as when I was early childhood director a few years back. And it's a very interesting process, but we need to get this right. Our children deserve to have the best facilities that we can do out there. So I would like, it would be a privilege for me to be serving on this board, on this committee. I'm sorry. So,
I like to volunteer to be on this board. I agree with everything that you said, especially for the children and for getting it right. But I think a fresh perspective would also be an added benefit. And I'm not on any committees yet, so I'm free, and I think you're already on a few, so I hate for you to get overburdened.
no, I'm not on any right now. So can we have 2 board members?
No, there has to be one that's the official board representative on the LPC.
Do you need an alternate?
Can we have an alternate?
There really isn't a methodology in the statute for having a selected person and an alternate. If the person that was selected wasn't able to serve and step down, then somebody else could be elected to finish up that process.
But that wouldn't keep you from attending the meetings.
Yep, and being vocal.
So we need, I need a motion to approve.
Need a second for one of those nominations.
Oh.
You've got 2
Oh,
nominations,
I'm
neither
sorry.
has been seconded.
Second for Christine.
I need to take a vote then to approve myself as, to be on the local planning committee. Tyler made the motion, Jim second. So I'll take a vote. Lisa?
Yes.
Yes. Philip?
Abstain.
Okay. Jen?
Yes.
And Tyler?
Yes.
And I accept, so I vote for myself as well. 7H, facilitator for the Lincoln County Local Planning Committee, Bruce.
I was just double checking.
Okay.
Okay, I am recommending that the board, consider hiring Tim Eaton. We talked about this last week, and I think you have a copy of his agreement there. He is with, want to make sure I get this correct title. He is with the Kentucky School Plan Management Association, and I think he's led this district through the last several facility plans, so, recommending that we go, any questions?
Any questions, any discussion? Do I hear a motion to approve the hire of Tim Eaton to serve as facilitator for the local planning committee meetings? Lisa made a motion, second.
I'll second.
Tyler, second. Vote. Lisa?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Jen?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes as well. 7I, architect for local planning committee.
Yes, we need to hire an architect as well to go through and update the K-Fix, which is the Kentucky Facilities Inventory Classification System. And in kind of talking with them, it kind of cost around a nickel a square footage. We provided you a copy of the current facility plan, and we go through and add up all of those in the capital construction priorities. That's right around 471,000 square feet. So looking at approximately less than 24,000 for that to be done. And that gets updated in that system at the state level.
Any questions, any discussion? Do I hear a motion to approve Clockfelder, Semicar, PSC as architects for the local planning committee?
Motion.
Jen, motion, second. Lisa, second. Vote, Lisa?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
I vote yes. All right, we made a motion to move to closed session for KRS 61.810(1)F discussion which might lead to the discipline of a student. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Tyler, second. Philip, vote. Lisa? Philip?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Tyler? And I vote yes. Do I hear a motion to come back to regular session?
Make a motion.
Philip make a motion,
I'll second.
Tyler second, vote Lisa? Yes. Philip?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Tyler? I
Yes.
vote yes. Now, we need a motion to adjourn.
I'm on.
Jen makes a motion, need a second. Lisa, vote Lisa?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
And I vote yes.